Is Suge Knight telling truth about all the stuff that happened with you guys back in the day? Because I have been watching this podcast, and I just wanted to know.
Man, that nigga got dementia. Should be telling the truth and lying at the same time. He good. The boy good. He can lie.
So basically you saying he got the gift of gab. Huh?
He got the gift of gab. You know, that's where he at right now. And what he did is how he done it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now is he telling
the truth? They named the Monarch. You see the difference? Koch, E1, the Monarch, 3 decades of straight robbing mother. You know what I'm saying? And I got so much forged paperwork that is going from this company. It's going, by the time you sue they litigate up, you know what I'm saying? So I just say, I got the smart way of doing it. I just put in my copyright reversion and it all comes back to me. It's about that time, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta look at it. Some people do not get to see 35 years to regain their music. You know what I'm saying? They're either dead or in jail. And you know what I'm saying? But got 4.5 years, you know, to get the chronic back, and everything else falls in line. Like dominoes. And I ain't gotta argue with nobody. You know what I'm saying? But for now, I ain't finna do nothing with you or for you, you know what I mean? So, you know.
Which leads to my next question. Okay, so did you...
Smoke all you weed.
Did you sue Suge?
Yeah, I sued Suge, got him in court. And like I said before, like I be telling Snoop, and I tell everybody over there at Death Row, I'm the only nigga that sued Death Row. Got a judgment. I never enforced it because I was getting the money. But now I'm gonna have to enforce it. So if y'all go and pull up Delmar Arnold versus Death Row Records, you can see the whole judgment and see what it is, and you know what I'm saying? And all contracts was voided. The judge voided all my contracts. You know what I'm saying? So anything from that day on up is void. And all they got over there is void. But they still going along with whatever that old 1993 paperwork is, stealing the money. Certain money. Like, I got a 50-50 publishing deal with them. I want my other 50%.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and there's a nigga that came out the womb growing up from day one, loving, listening to music, everything from rap, hip-hop, to R&B, to gospel. This just been a part of my life from day one. I grew up later on and just knowing, hey, it ain't just what you hear with this music thing. It's a lot more that go into it. Now that I'm older, I separated in 3 factors that I speak on just from a personal perspective. 1, the finished product. And at the end, the product is what you hear, the sound, what you see, how they interact with people when they speak, the artist. That's the finished product of the music. And the middle ground is the work that goes behind it. The grind, the making the music, how the production coming together, and everything like that. The things that you don't see that go on behind the scenes. The other third part is the business side of it. And over the years, we keep hearing more and more business talk because we getting more and more deep into the game, and people is getting that information because we in the age of information. And it's no different right here because 31 years later, the anniversary of the Chronic, Daz Dillinger went to Instagram, posted it up, but called out Dr. Dre and everybody. And I'm gonna have a link in the description from the Coming Raw podcast where you can listen to that in full as Daz Dillinger has started his own now. Him and Suge been kind of having their little stuff going back and forth on their spats. Suge spoke on him on his podcast, and then he responded on Instagram, and I guess now he's like, hey, I'm gonna come on YouTube and tell my side of everything. And y'all heard what he said right there, but he said a lot more. But on Instagram, he put this in the caption. Happy 31st C-Day to the Chronic, at Dr. Dre. But can we receive our royalties? Are you or Interscope gonna rob us like at Death Row Records 2024 and the niggas from the past who ran it? Straight B's, F them. Remember, Daz copyright reversions law is filed. I want percentage, not points. So y'all on the time limit. 4 more years till it reverts back, then it's really like F them. I ain't clearing ish up. I'm coming. And Daz is letting it be known that he is going to be pressing the line when the time comes to get the money that he says he is owed through the way the business was done. He has also said before, as y'all heard right there, he was the only artist to sue Death Row out of everybody, even when things were done incorrectly over there and stuff. Now, he's talked about how the labels have switched from different points to different points. Me growing up, I never really paid attention to the business side. That didn't come till later on because we in the age of information and we able to get all the information that go with the music and stuff. Now, Daz Dillinger, legendary production, legendary producer, songwriter, hey, one of them guys. You see the platinum plaques on the wall. Some of the biggest albums in the game. It's just crazy that 31 years later that this is the discussion now, bro. He talking about how they still owe him. The money, he was rewarded over $20 million. I remember last time I looked into it correctly, I think he was paid maybe 12 or something like that. And he trying to get everything. He want it all. And I can't tell nobody how to move when they actually put the work in for it. Like, you was in there working, grinding, creating, playing your part in actual getting the job done in that finished product that we spoke about. And you supposed to be taken care of in a certain way and they ain't giving you your scratch. I can't tell you how to feel. I wasn't there. I was focused on the finished product as a kid. This stuff I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? All Eyes on Me, Doggy Style, anything that he worked on. That was just that West Coast time. That's a nigga childhood. I was running around throwing up West Side. And I'm an H-Time nigga, most definitely. I paid attention when the East versus West going on. I wasn't focused on business. But this is what the game has become now. Everybody got their side of the story they gonna tell. Where they coming from with it, and it's crazy. 31 years later, The Chronic, one of the most critically acclaimed, probably one of the most important rap albums ever. Most definitely. If you know, you know. If you was around for it, I was this tall, but a nigga remember them times of hearing them and seeing them videos on MTV and things like that, bro. So seeing what we at today and how it all turned out is crazy. I most definitely am not going to expect probably Dr. Dre to respond, maybe Snoop, but Suge on his next podcast episode, he most definitely going to have some words and we'll keep y'all updated. Hey, man, this is just some hip-hop history right here 31 years later, man. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all at 1000 for Shit Show. Stay on your pivot.